On Tuesday, March 12, 2024, 52-year-old former Williamsburg County paramedic Phonesia Machado Forey was last seen at her home on Wildwood Loop in Marion County, South Carolina, and reported missing. Days later, her lifeless body was discovered brutally murdered on Jones Drive in Lakeview, Dillon County, a chilling revelation that would ignite a nationwide search for answers. As the investigation unfolded, authorities focused on one man, Jaremy Alexander Smith. Driving Machado Forey's white BMW, Smith vanished into the night, leaving a trail of suspicion in his wake. What began as a local homicide would soon escalate into a cross-country pursuit, culminating in a tragic encounter on a remote stretch of New Mexico highway.
Everyone, Ian Klein here for WMBF News at the Alert Desk this evening. We do not have a 6 o'clock, but we are following what has turned out to be kind of a crazy story out of the PD. We've been following it since earlier this week about a PD paramedic reported missing, has now been found dead. We're learning more and more information about what led to this, stretching not just from here in South Carolina, but actually going all the way almost across the state into New Mexico. We're going to start off first with where we began with this missing persons case. We were told that Florence County EMS worker Phonesia Machado Forey, her body was recently found in Dillon County yesterday evening. Again, she was reported missing earlier this week. We're told that her body was found in the area of Jones Drive. This is near Lakeview. Again, the Marion County Sheriff's Office giving us this information just a few hours ago as more and more details start to develop with this story. Again, Machado Forey was a paramedic with the Florence County EMS, last seen on Tuesday at her home on Wildwood Loop. She was reported missing by authorities on Thursday. The Marion County deputies said that information found through this investigation actually led authorities to where her body was found yesterday evening. Florence County Sheriff T.J. Joy also saying his department is, quote, grieving to the senseless loss of a loved one and one of their own in the area. Now, as this kind of starts going on, again, she was missing from the Florence area, body found yesterday, but then this is where it starts to take an interesting turn. Her car was found in New Mexico. This is a crime scene video we received out of that area, and this is where the story really starts to take an interesting turn. The New Mexico State Police let us know that her car was found at the scene of what was now a deadly shooting, claiming the life of a state police officer yesterday. We're told that the suspect right now is 32-year-old Jaremy Smith, who has ties to Marion. He is wanted for the death of a 35-year-old officer, Justin Hare. He was actually coming to the scene to help Smith out, and he is currently that person of interest. We're told by New Mexico State Police that Hare was called to assist with a vehicle on I-40 for a flat tire. We're then told that the suspect, Smith, approached his police car and shot him through the passenger window. The suspect then came over to the driver's side, shooting him again, and drove off. Then that's where we kind of picked up this scene where the car from the EMS worker out of Florence was then left behind. So now he becomes our person of interest. Here's some of the information that we've been trying to figure out. Some actual records show that he has over a decade of criminal history within the Marion County area, according to public records. Smith's records include escaping from a prison in 2014. They're accused of beating 2 detention officers and then ran out of the gate. Were eventually captured, pleading guilty to charges related to that escape. He had charges dating back to 2013 for, very similar to this case, discharging a firearm into a vehicle, pointing and presenting a firearm to a person, armed robbery, second-degree burglary, and obtaining stolen goods. Again, Smith, he is considered armed and dangerous and should not be approached. Anyone with information can call the New Mexico State Police Department at 505-425-6771. Again, this is one of those stories that we have been following throughout the week now. A lot of new developments coming in just within the last 24 hours. And we're going to continue to try to find more information. We're starting to kind of wonder how he was able to get out of prison, what exactly his previous charges were. We're told that he has connections to the Albuquerque, New Mexico area, but not too much was elaborated on that connection. We do not know what Smith and Machado 4's relationship was, if they knew each other in the area, or if what all of these ties are. Again, different moving parts, but right now we know that two people are dead, including Machado 4, who was an EMS worker, and again, that New Mexico State Police officer. Smith still at large. We'll show you his picture one more time. Again, wanted in this deadly shooting of the New Mexico State Police officer that was simply just trying to help him yesterday. Again, he is considered armed and dangerous.
On the fateful morning of Friday, March 15, 2024, the quiet highways of New Mexico became the setting for a chilling and tragic series of events. Jaremy Alexander Smith, a 33-year-old man from Marion, South Carolina, was driving a white BMW, putting miles between himself and his home state. The car belonged to Fonesia Machado 4, a beloved paramedic from South Carolina who had been reported missing just days earlier. Tragically, her lifeless body was discovered near Lakeview in Dillon County, the victim of a brutal murder, leaving her family and community devastated. The Marion County Sheriff's Office identified Smith as a person of interest. Fleeing South Carolina in Machado 4's car, Smith's journey came to an abrupt halt in the desolate darkness of Interstate 40, west of Tucumcari, New Mexico. A flat tire stranded him on the roadside. Instead of attempting to fix the issue himself, Smith stood by the disabled vehicle to wave down passing motorists for help. In the early morning hours, a concerned driver passing by called 911 to notify authorities that someone appeared to need help. New Mexico State Police Officer Justin Hare, a dedicated officer with 5 years of heroic service, responded to the scene. It was just past 5 a.m. when Officer Hare arrived. Smith approached the passenger side of the patrol car as the officer rolled down his window. Their conversation was brief. Officer Hare, in the spirit of public service, offered to give Smith a ride into town. What happened next was both unexpected and horrific. Without warning, Smith pulled out a gun and shot Officer Hare. Instantly, Hare was incapacitated and had no time to react. Smith then walked to the driver's side and shot Hare 2 more times. In a calculated and cold move, Smith shoved the mortally injured officer into the passenger seat, stole the patrol car, and drove off with Officer Hare still inside. This senseless act of violence would soon set off a multi-state manhunt, leaving 2 communities mourning their fallen heroes and demanding justice for the lives shattered in its wake. We begin this video with footage from Officer Hare's Bodycam. Although the scene is dark, you will witness and hear the tragic events unfold. Viewer discretion is advised.
6-6 taking care of B97. Hey, bud.
I got a flat tire. You can help me?
What are you needing?
Just a tire. I need a ride to the store. You get me there.
Okay, I can get you back to town real quick, but nobody's open tonight.
Well, that's fine. I'll get to town. I just come back to get the car.
Okay, go ahead and go to the front of my car real quick. I'll meet you up there real quick.
All right.
I'll get you. Six taking care of B97.
Can't find him or what?
Is that Hare?
What?
966.
What?
It's 966 Hare.
Yes.
N03.
961 Norcom, 961 Norcom out of 966 off the 311 exit. He's 10-7, 10-7. Get all units here now. Here. Brother, hey, brother, here. 961 Norcom, I need a 55 now. 961 Norcom. 961 Norcom, I need a 55 now. Here, hey, brother, hey. It's okay, brother. I can't tell what the going on. He has a gunshot wound to the neck. Gunshot wound to the neck. Dude, I need a 55, bro.
Mile marker on the frontage road, western unit last unit.
One Norcom gunshot wound to the head as well. Brother. Here, bro. Hey.
10-4, and that's... we'll be rolling the 55 in. What's your current 20?
961 Norcom, I'm on the frontage road. I don't know the exact mile marker, but it's directly right off the frontage road at the 311.
Here, we're here, bro. Keep
Correct, we'll be rolling in the 55.
He has one to the neck, dude, and the one right to the head. I don't have...
It's like, dude. Here, keep fighting, dude. Keep fighting, bro. We're here, dude. Just get in. Keep fighting, dude.
Here, you're all right, brother.
Here.
It's gonna be okay,
fighting,
dude.
dude. Come on, man.
You're gonna be okay.
Stay with us.
You're all right, brother.
Here's the other one.
It's okay. It's right here on the forehead, dude. You're gonna be okay, brother. We love you, dude. You'll be okay.
You're okay. All right, bro. We're right here, dude.
Jaremy Smith had fled the scene on foot, leaving a grim trail behind. Officer Hare was discovered on Interstate 40 near milepost 312, approximately 7 miles from the wrecked patrol car. Gravely injured, Hare was rushed to a nearby hospital where he tragically succumbed to his injuries. New Mexico State Police swiftly issued an arrest warrant for Jaremy Alexander Smith, charging him with a litany of crimes, including first-degree murder, armed robbery, shooting at or from a vehicle, tampering with evidence, unlawful possession of a firearm, and more. Jaremy Smith was now the most hunted man in New Mexico.
Jaremy Smith, we are coming for you. I implore you to turn yourself in.
This morning, law enforcement on a cross-country manhunt looking for 33-year-old Jaremy Smith, who they say killed one of their own in cold blood.
The last words Officer Hare uttered on this earth was to offer help to a man who was about to kill him.
Law enforcement say Smith is also a person of interest in the death of 52-year-old Fonicia Machado IV in Dillon County, South Carolina, a paramedic who was reported missing on Thursday and then found dead Friday.
We have reason to believe that they knew each other.
Police say Smith stole Machado IV's white BMW and drove 1,500 miles across the country to Quay County, New Mexico, where he got a flat tire early Friday on this interstate. 35-year-old Officer Justin Hare was dispatched to help, and after a short conversation about repairing his tire and offering a ride back to town, things took a deadly turn. The suspect seen here on Officer Hare's dash cam video.
Without warning, the suspect pulled out a firearm and shot Officer Hare. Smith then walked to the driver's side and shot Officer Hare again.
Officials say Officer Hare's radio duress signal went off. Another officer dispatched and saw Hare's patrol car speeding, ultimately finding it empty on the side of the road. Hare found injured nearby.
Officer Hare died serving his state and his community on a cold, dark, and windy morning, he offered help to a person he thought was in need. That person killed him in cold blood.
A gas clerk alerting authorities shortly before the capture.
I was a little frazzled, but his first name was Jaremy. His ID came from South Carolina, and it looked just like the guy that shot the officer, the state police officer.
40 minutes after that call, BCSO deputies began to close in on their target.
Containment of the entire area.
Do you have a rifle with you?
No.
It's okay.
March perimeter, visual contain the entire area. I got a VMA. Come up here. Come up here. Come on, son. He's running. He's running. Get over here, bro.
Where is he at?
He's running west now.
Hold on.
VMA running westbound. 24 hours now.
There he is. He's Anderson Hill and Moth Ortiz.
Anderson Hill, Moth Ortiz.
Stop right here. He's going to be at 3131. Where is he at? Do you hear him?
I heard the gates open. Drop that trash can.
31-5, Moth Ortiz. Last 120. Hey, get over here! I made contact and he's behind 3135. Stop running! He's jumping fences. He's gonna be running jumping fences. That way, that way, that way. I didn't see him come out. He's this way. He's this way, Sarge. Shots fired. Where's he at? Sarge, where's he at? Where'd you last see him, Sarge?
Right here.
Go inside.
You went this way.
That's Lone Desert. Go inside. Go inside. Yeah, go inside. Did he jump up here? He's right here. Stop moving. Stop. Stop. I'm gonna get shot!
Fire! Fire!
Quit moving! Roll over! Roll over! Roll over!
You guys okay?
Yeah. Roll over!
Okay. I got a gun right here. You just threw it over. All right, let's move up.
Don't move! Don't move! Don't move! What the f*** is going on with this gun?
That's the one in custody. Can we double check all three persons report this time?
Oh man!
Don't move!
I got it.
20 is 8412.
My arm.
Here we go.
What's your name, bro? Go.
8412 Lost Desert. 8412 Lost Desert.
Hey. He's going to take it there, man.
Don't move. Copy that. Please, no gunshot wound.
Hey, gun. Shut down the road, dude. What's your name, bro? You Jeremy? Where the name is?
Yeah, man.
Look at that.
I ain't got nothing.
You got something else in his pants.
Here's cigarette.
You good? 4355.
How's it ready?
Put that one down, secure that gun. You alright, LT? Okay.
My arm, man, my arm. My arm. My arm.
Okay, bro.
Oh.
We have the paramedics coming to get you.
Alright, my arm, man.
Okay.
My arm.
Let's sit him up. We're going to sit you up, bro. Alright?
My arm.
You want to get out this gate?
Hold. That arm.
In a tragic irony, the Bernalillo County Sheriff's Department showed Jaremy Smith more compassion and dignity in the moments following his arrest than he ever afforded to Officer Justin Hare. Officer Hare, a dedicated member of the New Mexico State Police, extended a helping hand to Smith when he was stranded on the highway, a gesture met with betrayal and violence. This stark contrast serves as a sobering reminder of the humanity that law enforcement upholds, even in the face of such a devastating loss.
When he worked, he did it with heart, pride, and humility. Whether you were speeding or had done something seriously wrong, Justin was human 100% of the time. He didn't always follow the rules or do things the right way, but he would tell you why or have a damn good excuse. Whether it was him showing up to inspections with gold buns and a silver cover due to somehow not having one, or us discovering after you turn gold you somehow get to wear 2 stars on your sleeve. We couldn't do anything but laugh and say Hare and shake our heads. We all know in the wise words of Justin Hare, he'd say something along the lines of, I'm on graves, nobody can tell anyway. You're honestly lucky to ever see him in a beanie and jacket that was probably more brown than black from how much he wore the thing. But Justin was Justin, and nobody was gonna change that. We wouldn't have changed it for anything, and what any of us wouldn't do for just one more, hey bud. Although I wish I didn't have to say goodbye. I wish we did it in different circumstances. He wasn't my blood, but he was always and will be my brother forever. He was a man with a loving heart and a caring soul, an extraordinary father, spouse, son, brother and coworker, role model, and the list goes on. The sacrifice Justin has made will never be forgotten, because even though he does not walk with us, he remains in our hearts and in our minds and will live on eternally.
So, in conclusion, I want to thank everybody for being here inside and outside and along the route, people who stood along the route, saluted, held their hand over their hearts. We appreciate it, we really do. We're thankful that you're here supporting us. So to all the officers and first responders, don't let this tragedy, as these gentlemen and ladies have said before, don't let this tragedy detour you or break you. You chose to do this job. Stay strong, be safe, listen to your gut. That's what I always told Justin, listen to your gut. If it tells you something is wrong, don't second guess. Pay attention. Terry and I want you to know we full-heartedly support you. We thank you for all that you do to protect us. We, the Hares, got your back. It may be a tragedy that has brought us all together, but we will be together in heart throughout our lives. To your families, thank you for sharing your loved ones with us. Justin always wanted us to tell each other when we left the house or ended a phone call to say, I love you. For him, we ask each and every one of you to do that for your loved ones, with your loved ones. We need more love in this world. Thank you.
Let us now observe a moment of silence as we hear the last call for Officer Hare.
Norcom to 966. Norcom to 966. Negative response. All stations stand by for a special broadcast. This is the final call for 966. Norcom to 966. Officer Justin Hare, please proceed home for your final call. On the morning of March 15th, 2024, Officer Hare responded to a welfare check and was sadly taken from us. Officer Hare has dedicated more than 5 years of service to the citizens of New Mexico. Not only was he an officer, he was a brother, a son, a spouse, and a father. He will be forever missed, but always in our hearts. Gone, but never forgotten. He was an exemplary officer who would on each occasion show his passion for helping others. Officer Justin Hare, badge number 304, you are clear from duty. Your brothers and sisters have the watch from here. Norcom to 966, Officer Justin Hare, you are 10-7-42. We thank you for your service. May you rest in peace.